a video game series that's going to take you to the future, deep down into the past 10,000 years before, and in the present day. You're going to be experiencing something special for this universe that is going to be built by Build a Rocket Boy Studios, led by Leslie Benzie. It's an exciting time. I'm going to be talking deep details about this universe, and now we know more or less what to expect. At least the 10-year plan, without any spoilers, of course. We're going to be covering some of the things that have been revealed recently through interviews and, of course, the footage. We have coverage about different elements when it comes to Mind's Eye, which you're watching footage of right now, the builder for Mind's Eye, and the future games from the studio that's connected more than you think. This isn't just going to be a one-off type of game. There's a 10-year plan, and Leslie detailed some things on what the game plan is as he broke down in an interview that I'm excited to discuss and break down for you here. So I want to just talk about Mind's Eye for a second, because this is their introduction to the universe, and there's a lot of speculation on how the story goes. We're not going to really spoil it, but we want to kind of explore some of it so you can understand how this is all working. So Mind's Eye is a action thriller where you play as Jacob, a military veteran who had the implant, which is called Mind's Eye, implemented into him, and his life has been ruined since, and he's trying to figure things out. And as he tries to figure it out, as you can see, the world unravels. There's a lot of drama and crazy things that do happen that are intense and interesting. But this story right here is just one of many stories that the developers explained. You're going to get, about a 20-hour-ish story for Jacob and everything within Red Rock, which is the city that this all will be happening. You're seeing robots, there's drones, there's all types of things happening in this world. On top of it, you have this neural implant that gives you special abilities to hack other robots, to make them your allies. You can scan the area with the drone. You can jump in a drone and shoot down and fly around the areas like you're seeing here. There's so many elements to the game, but the universe is somewhat futuristic, and this is very important because Leslie confirmed in an interview that I have in the description, you can read it for yourself, where he explains that this 10-year plan, this is just an introduction, and they wanted to do a linear game because they didn't want to give you an open world that didn't let you learn about the story and the experience overall. By the end of Mind's Eye, you're supposed to be familiar with the universe, and then that'll take you for the near future, which they'll have open world games, multiplayer games, all of the things that they're adding in for the players with their second game, which is supposed to be an open world coming next year, in the near future, let's just say, supposedly next year. We'll find out about that. But I'm loving what this means, because now that means all the interconnected elements make this very special. And the first thing I want to talk about, which is kind of actually very much insane, is the amazing, and I mean amazing, future. So this game actually is in the near future, but there's other games that will take you back 10,000 years. So some flashback memories and some discoveries, possibly in Mind's Eye, can reveal things for the future games, because they're all going to be interconnected universe. So you're going to get different storylines. You're going to play as characters that Jacob might know or connected to him in some kind of way. And so going 10,000 years in the past would be insane. And with this technology that you're seeing Jacob use, speculation, I have a video which is insane, by the way, but talks about what I feel could be coming. But in today's video, we're talking about the universe, because as you play in this distant future, in the present day, there's going to be even more details in the further future, plus going 10,000 years in the past is kind of insane. What does this mean? How does this work? And what are the, concepts is a good question to kind of like explore and to have a fun topic with. But the goal here of what I wanted to talk about is how this universe will continue to develop for the player. Okay, so a lot of times, you get separate games from studios. They're not very much connected. And they're usually the same kind of games. If they make a sequel, it's the same genre, the same exact play style and experience. What Leslie explained in their interview was they're not doing that. They want to offer totally different type of experiences for the player when they make their second game, third game. The 10-year plan that they have is really focused on trying to give players what they want. So on top of this big story experience that they have for this linear Mindseye, they also have the future plan, which is an open world and multiplayer, and that's where the stories expand. And I want to kind of talk quickly about something else that you guys probably heard about, but now we finally got confirmation. So there's going to be free and also paid DLCs, and these future content is very interesting because it's actually, the whole game was made within this system that they have, and then now they're doing an even bigger system with this setup for the future, which I'm excited for, which is going to give you the chance to make your own content, which we're not going to talk about in this video, but I did want to display the future plans for the DLC and all the things that are coming that look like it could be special. So first and foremost, you're going to get the launch, which is going to be the single player 20-hour campaign. And I got videos covering that extensively, but we want to kind of touch on things that you're seeing here. Free roam. People were mad that this wasn't an open world because it isn't, and they wanted a story-driven experience, but it does have open world elements as far as they built out the world. So they're going to let you free roam in the world that they built. So that's from launch. Then on top of that, again, this is all free when you purchase the game. You got a horde mode where you're going to have a big shootout at a destruction site. Then there's a combat mission, Honor Among Us Thieves, which I'm assuming you're going to steal something. And then combat mission, Friendly Fire. So there's going to be all of that, plus these races. There's 4 different kinds of races. There's regular races, then there's checkpoint races and drone races, which I believe it'll be flying with those. So all of these, and I'm not going to read them all out, but that's interesting. Then below that, you have a very cool horde mode, Attack the Block, and then you have the skins that you get for when you buy the premium pass. All right, and this is super cool and important for the universe because they're going to be making content for you to play other characters within the universe, maybe the past, maybe the future, all of that good stuff. It's going to be in the game, and you're capable of enjoying that universe with the extra content that they're providing themselves. Plus, you get to play other users' content. So you can make your own content out of all the game, or you can just play other people's very cool content. Now, all of this conversation talking about the future content, I do have a video breaking that down, going deep into what the content means and how that works. I want to advise you to go head over there now. Before you do, leave a like if this was informative, and let's stay locked in for the year with MindsEye and all the amazing stuff that's coming for this game. Hope you guys enjoy. Go check out that next one. It's going to be talking about the roadmap and detailing everything you need to know from there. See you there. Peace.